Number 4. They say which element. So there are 3 elements, X, Y, and Z. Then they say which element is likely to be a good conductor of electricity. Good conductor of electricity, that means they are looking...
Ions. The ions are mobile.
Possible, or they are looking for a metal. They either looking for ion or a metal. Metal. Why is not? Okay. Why is not ion? We don't have to think about ion because what happened is they say it's an element. So there are 3 elements, and that means they're atoms. So you don't think about ions at all over here. So that means you all go back to the option of choosing metals. So if you are choosing metals, then there will only be
Z.
Z. What is that?
Group 6.
Group 6.
Metal.
Group 6 is metal?
It's not metal.
It's non-metal.
X and Y.
X and Y. What is Y? Can you check the periodic table? So this is
Helium.
helium. So is helium a metal? Is helium a metal? Can't hear you. I'm sorry. Check the periodic table. Check helium.
That's the group 0.
Yeah, so in group 0, is it a metal?
It says group 0 is most metal.
Group 0 is not metal. Group 0 is noble gas. Noble gases.
It's beryllium. Yeah, X.
Yeah, so answer is only X. Why it's a noble gas? Noble gas don't conduct electricity because they are non-metals. Then group 6 is non-metal. So your only answer is A. That's why. If you need to write down notes, please take down. Then you...
That is sulfur.
So sulfur not metal, right?
No.
So when it's not metal, then it's not a good conductor of electricity. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you need to take notes, take down, then we will go to the next one. Okay, number 9. You say which one is not correct? It's not correct about atoms. Not correct. You choose B. The number of protons must be the same as the number of electrons. Why is it not correct?
Because ions.
They say atoms. They say atoms. Read question, they say about atoms. Not talking about ions.
all correct.
Nah. So B is actually correct. C, the number of neutrons can be deduced by the mass number and the proton number. C is number of neutrons equals to mass number
Minus
subtract off.
proton number.
Yeah. So this is correct. This is correct. Electrons are always orbiting around the nucleus. So it will not be found in the nucleus. So this is correct. Then for A, right? Check out hydrogen.
Hydrogen and neutron.
So it has only one
But there's
proton.
only one.
Like that.
Because the mass number is only one.
So there's no neutrons. So answer that is not correct is A. Number 10. Which of the following sets contain a metal, a non-metal, and a noble gas? So you look through all four. Then let's look at your answer first. D, you chose D. D is the first one is.
I thought it must be in this order: metal, then non-metal, then noble gas.
So D, right? D is 2-1. 2-1 is group 1.
Metal.
So group 1 is metal. 2, 8, 3
Also metal.
is also metal. Then 2, 8 is a
Noble gas.
Yeah, noble gas. So D has 2 metals. So immediately gone. So look at the rest. You want to reconsider your answer?
C.
So C is the first one is non-metal, metal, and then noble gas. Yeah, correct. When you're okay, we'll move on. Now this one. I believe you saw my comments, or have you not saw my comments?
No.
No. I emailed this back to you already, the ones with the marking. So then, wait. So let me go back to the top one first. So proton, neutron, electron. Okay. So this is proton, neutron, electron. So I think this is a careless mistake. Number of neutrons there is how much?
Supposed to write the number in front of the chart.
This one. I'm talking about the one on top first. Then this one, the one I complained about in the email is the plus sign must be in front when it's charged. If you are drawing the atomic structure, the electronic structure, right, that is the number in front, the sign behind. Then the mistake is 2A, you want to rectify. You want to have a go again? You want to reconsider 2A?
23.
23. atomic number 23. Why?
Because 51 minus the neutron number. The mass number minus neutron number.
Mass number
51 minus 20.
31 minus what?
51 minus 28.
Yeah. There's another way to do it.
You just take the charge, then the number. If it's positive, then add the number to the electron number.
Electron number becomes 23. Then that means the number of electron equal to number of protons, so it's 23 and 23, so atomic number also 23. Right?
Yeah.
So can we move on?
Yeah.
Or you need to write something first?
Can move on.
Can move on. Okay. Then this one. Define isotope I went through just now, so we don't have to talk about it anymore. Then this one, the part 4, this one. They say draw the electronic structure of a chloride ion. So the very big indication that this thing is an ion is by the bracket, and then you have a plus sign or a negative sign outside. So because your drawing don't have that thing, right? So I don't have to look at and count. I can just straight away mark it wrong because of the non-existence of this. So your 17, so you draw 287, right? You drew this, 2, 8, and then you draw a 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, because it's an ion, it's a minus sign here. And another thing is you have to indicate that it has taken in an electron. So that electron must be a dot, and it must look different. Must look different to indicate that the electron is a foreign electron from somewhere else. So that is the thing. This one you have to take note. Okay, write your notes and then we'll move on. Okay, there's this part D on top here, which asks which two elements are isotopes. It comes from question 4. So I'm going to go back to question 4. Which two elements are isotopes? Isotopes means they have the same number of protons, different number of neutrons. And then that means isotope must be from the same element. So P, Q, R, S, T, which two are isotopes? Which two are isotopes? Question 4. Which two are isotopes? Lena. R and
P.
R and P. Why? Isotope
T.
T. R and T. Why? They must have the same number of protons. So they must have the same number of protons, and which two have the same number of protons?
Q and T.
Yes. Okay. I clear? What is the valence electron?
Outermost electron.
Or we would rather say it is the number of electrons in the outermost shell. Or you can say the electrons in the outermost shell. Because when you write outermost electron, it sounds, I think it's an English problem. It's more of an English problem. So it's the electrons in the outermost shell. Part B, then you have two elements, element P and element Q. Then the atomic number is 15 and the other one is 12. So first things first, you have to draw the electronic structures of element P and Q. One complaint, because they are different elements, the electrons must be drawn with a different symbol. That is the complaint here. So if you have Q as 12, right? So what you do is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you draw 2, 1, 2. This is Q. So when you draw P, right? 15. So when it's 15, you draw dot 2, 8, 5. Like that. Draw 5. Then you must have different symbol. Then second thing I'm going to ask you is, which P and Q, is any one, okay, is there a metal and a non-metal? Do you dropped out? Did something happen?
Ran out of battery.
Ran out of what? Okay. So you still see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was saying, you must your electrons must be of different symbol for P and Q. That's one. Then second thing is, now we have to take note which one is metal and which one is non-metal, or both of them are non-metal.
Q is metal, P is not metal.
This is non-metal. So then you draw the electronic, they say write the electronic structure for P and Q. So you wrote down, they were correct. Then they say draw the ions of P and Q. So they want ions of P and Q. So you have to, yeah, in that case, you don't have to really care who goes first and who goes second. But usually we will not, please, if they are just drawing ions and they are not, they didn't ask you to draw ionic compound, right? Don't draw the two of them so close to each other. So you would draw it such that it's very clear that they are different things. So let's say you draw P here, right? My P was dot, 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 dot. 2, 3. So then you draw them far away from each other. So this is 3 minus. Then your Q, right, you draw somewhere else. Cross, 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 cross. Then you lose that 2 electrons in the outermost shell already, so you don't have to draw it. Then you write a 2 plus. But make sure they are not stuck together like this because it will look like it's an ionic compound. Okay? Far, far away from each other. Because they are ions and then they are separate ions, they are not a compound. Okay?